Oral questions. Question orale. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, our thoughts are with the victims of the tragedy of the École Polytechnique, women who lost their lives simply because they were women. We remember their lives and the tragedy that this represented for their families. And we commit to ensuring that this will never happen again. Will the government please share its thoughts on this matter? Thank you. The Honourable Minister of Sport. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to thank the Leader of the Opposition for his question. Obviously, all of us here today send our thoughts to the families of the victims, the 14 women who were murdered during the École Polytechnique tragedy. The government wants to do more to protect women, and that's why we have this very important bill to limit assault rifles. And so we invite all parliamentarians to work with us to strengthen this bill and better protect women. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition. The Auditor General today pointed to horrific waste. According to her, the government wasted at least $4.6 billion and another $27 billion, which she said were suspicious overpayments and should be investigated. There are 1,500 ineligible recipients. So why did the government waste money and create inflation on the backs of Canadians? The Honourable Minister of Revenue. Mr. Speaker, our government acted quickly to help Canadians during the pandemic, and we made the right choices. We would like to thank the Auditor General for her report and for her hard work, and we'd like to thank her for confirming that our COVID-19 benefits were targeted and effective. It is clearly indicated in the report that those benefits helped the economy get back on its feet, and Canadians know that we protected them, and we will continue to do that, Mr. Speaker. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Is now exposed for having wasted massive sums over the last several years. According to the Auditor General, there is $4 billion of known waste, another $27 billion of suspected waste. There is $60 million of spending that's under criminal investigation. There were 190,000 people who quit their jobs and therefore were not eligible to receive the CERB benefit, but did anyway. They even sent the CERB to 1,500 prisoners, Mr. Speaker. Why did the government waste so much and make Canadians pay the price?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the Auditor General found very clearly that CERB and our individual benefits achieved their intended goals of getting money to Canadians quickly, of allowing Canadians to stay home safely, and avoiding severe social and economic consequences. We as a Parliament approved an attestation-based approach. We knew from the beginning there would be post-payment verification. We are working methodically through that, Mr. Speaker, and I can assure all Canadians that we are on top of this.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, we already knew that the government paid billions of dollars in wage subsidies to profitable corporations that were able to pay out dividends to their wealthy executives. Now we know they also paid $15 billion to companies that did not have a significant revenue drop, and so they were able to pocket the cash at the expense of the Canadian people. Now, this is the same government that gave money to Loblaws, to other wealthy corporations, always at the expense of the working class. Why do they always take from the have-nots and give to the have-yachts?
L'Honorable Ministre.
The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, our government made decisions that undoubtedly saved lives and the economy during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our agency has been working for months to check the eligibility of recipients, and the Auditor General concluded, what she concluded was in compliance is what the report said. The recovery will take years, and while the Conservatives are stuck with bad cryptocurrency advice from their leader, we are helping Canadians. Yes, but they're delivering for prisoners. The government gave CERB to 1,500 prisoners who were in prison after having committed crimes. So they clearly weren't eligible. 190,000 people received CERB who had left their jobs on purpose and who therefore were not eligible. We're talking about $30 billion of wasted money. And we know that there are criminal investigations underway. Will the government finally investigate to recover the money that was lost on the backs of Canadians, the Honourable Minister? Mr. Speaker, in an article by the CBC, the member for Edmonton West said that recovery is a process that can take many years. So here's my question, Mr. Speaker. Does his own leader agree with that member? The honourable member for Belleuil-Chambly. Mr. Speaker, this day, December 6th, marks the commemoration of the horrific femicide committed at École Polytechnique